Remembering Julia Maye Alexander, born 1938, died 2020. A loving daughter, sister, wife, mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, friend, teacher, and vice principal. Julia Maye Alexander, age 81, was called home to be with her Lord on April 2nd, 2020 at San Antonio Regional Hospital in Upland, California, due to complications caused by COVID-19, the coronavirus. Julia was born April 4th, 1938 in Roanoke, Virginia, to Lincoln and Cordelia Royal. She had one brother, James Royal, and four sisters, Anne Royal, Sandra Royal, Elaine Hutchinson, and Donnie Hutchinson. Julia graduated from Lucy Addison High School in Roanoke, Virginia. Julia had many great passions. As a young girl, she was very athletic and loved to sew. She also had a passion for learning. Her daughter Kathy, with Leroy Hill, was born in Roanoke, Virginia, before Julia moved to San Diego, California, to live with her brother James and his wife, Mary Evelyn. In San Diego, Julia was introduced to Lawrence Alexander Jr., and the two married on February 20th, 1960. They had two children together, Terry and Lawrence Alexander III. Lawrence and Julia made a home for their three children in Southeast San Diego and later in El Cajon, California, until Lawrence Alexander Jr. died in 1997. While raising her family, Julia enrolled in San Diego City College part-time. She continued her studies until she graduated from San Diego State University with a Bachelor's of Arts in Social Science and an emphasis in elementary education. Julia eventually went on to obtain her Master's of Arts in Education with an emphasis in counseling from San Diego State University. Julia worked in the San Diego Unified School District for over 30 years, teaching math, English, and history. She taught at Tierra Santa and Colillas elementary schools, and later at Jean Farb and Nye middle schools. Julia started in the classroom using her creativity to make learning fun for her students and coworkers. She was promoted and served as vice principal at Nye Middle School until she retired in 2002. After retiring, Julia married Robert Montgomery and moved to Mount Washington, Maryland, where she gained the love of many new friends and family. After 10 years of marriage, Julia and Robert divorced. She moved back to California and settled in the foothills of Upland near her family. Julia loved dancing, playing card games, and throwing great parties. Remember 1999? And traveling. Her recent travels include Sydney and Melbourne, Australia, Shanghai, China, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Bruges, Belgium, Rome, Italy, Nice, France, Monte Carlo, Monaco, and Sun Valley, Idaho, with the National Brotherhood of Skiers. Some of her hobbies were shopping, collecting antique china and vintage coins, attending football games, and hosting parties. Her famous recipes include homemade yeast rolls and banana pudding. After the holidays were over, she usually enjoyed a trip to the casino, where she had incredible luck. Julia's greatest passion was educating children. She was a natural teacher. She was always teaching someone, including her children, her students, her grandchildren, and even her great-grandchildren, who she tutored every Tuesday and Thursday. Julia had a loving spirit and greeted everyone she met with a generous smile and welcoming demeanor. She was patient and rarely raised her voice in anger or disappointment. She was always available for her family and friends. She was truly one of a kind. Julia accepted Christ at an early age. She was a member of Christian Fellowship United Church of Christ, San Diego, and served in many leadership positions. She sang in her church choir, and her faith in the Lord guided her in life. Julia was the living example of the Bible verse Colossians 3:12. Therefore, as God's chosen people, holy and dearly loved, clothe yourself with compassion, kindness, humility, gentleness, and patience. Julia is survived by her children, Kathy Guthers, Terry Alexander, and Lawrence Alexander, and wife Stacy Alexander. Her grandchildren, Renee Vanden Boss and husband Jeroen Vanden Boss, Michelle Guthers and husband Adelaide Medell, David Guthers and wife Mayana Guthers, Elise Alexander Morgan, Sydney Alexander, and Marcus Alexander. Her great-grandchildren, Amaya Medell Guthers, Alicia Medell Guthers, and Adeline Medell Guthers, Layla Guthers, and Amari Guthers. Her sisters, Anne Royal, Sandra Royal, Elaine Hutchinson, and Donnie Hutchinson. Her nieces, nephews, cousins, stepchildren, and a host of long-term, very close family friends. Everyone who walked through her door was family.